I started grad school and I wasn't really sure exactly what I wanted to study. And so I did a few rotations in a couple different fields. So my first rotation was a bone physiology lab, and then this was my final rotation in breast cancer. And I actually sort of combined my projects from the bone physiology lab, where we're using all of these techniques that they've discovered and applied them to breast cancer. When I think about improving the human condition, I think the unique thing about UMB that we have the option to do is have that diverse population of patients and how we can apply the breast cancer research data to a diverse, more representative population. Unfortunately, everyone has been affected by breast cancer, be it someone in their family or their friend group, a teacher. And so as I've been in this lab now 4 to 5 years, actually 4 women in my family have had breast cancer. We've gotten really good at treating breast cancer when it's found at the localized or regional stage, but what we're still lacking is a treatment for metastatic disease. And so I think that's really important to focus on.
The foundation of social work is advocacy. It's rooted in trying to change systems. It's really supposed to focus on community and healing and justice. What got me into the mayor's office is that they're focusing on criminal justice, where they're working to address the behavioral health crisis in Baltimore because of the consent decree that has been implemented from the Department of Justice when Freddie Gray got murdered. So I was interested in tackling not relying on law enforcement to solve all of these sorts of crises and focusing on behavioral health and community services, because you need the perspectives of the people in order to see what's affecting them. I'm not the same person I was before I came to Baltimore, and all the things that I've learned from the instructions, the community work, and anything involving justice.
I ultimately decided to come to Maryland Carey Law because of the programs that the school offers. For me, that was the Cybersecurity and Crisis Management program. That was a really specific and unique opportunity that students at this school have that's just not available across the board. There have been a number of opportunities to sort of take the skills that we are developing within the law school outside of that bubble and give back to the Baltimore city, to the community, and actually put those skills into practice. The big one that comes to mind is the clinical law program here, where students represent actual clients in their legal matters, both civil and criminal, and give them access to attorneys, access to justice that they may not have had otherwise without the clinical law program working pro bono. The curriculum here is specifically designed to ensure that each and every student aren't just learning the doctrine of being a lawyer, but what it actually means to do it in practice.
When choosing which discipline in the healthcare field, I chose nursing because I actually wanted to have that one-on-one connection with the patients. I wanted to nurse them back to health, get to know them, and ultimately build that relationship so that they can trust me as one of their medical professionals. As a nurse, you spend substantially more time with the patient than a provider, such as an MD, DO, or a nurse practitioner. So establishing those relationships to me is pivotal in building that trust so that they know that if you're giving them instruction on something, that it's on solid footing because they trust you and they know that you're here to do the best thing with them and for them. Upon graduation, I will go into critical care. I believe that if I can learn to take care of the sickest patients, that I will be able to nurse or take care of anyone throughout my time in nursing.
I grew up in a healthcare family. I always heard and valued my health and other people and their health. It's really hard for patients who have dental anxiety and dental fear. A very big reason as to why I got into dentistry as well is because I have never experienced that. And so I want patients to have as close of an experience that I had growing up going to the dentist that they can. Even if the patient doesn't brush their teeth twice a day or floss once a day or listen to anything I say, but because of my care, they feel comfortable enough coming back to the dentist, then I know that I've succeeded.
chose to come here to the University of Maryland School of Medicine because I wanted a diverse patient population to treat and learn from. Later on in my first year of med school, I found out that I wanted to do ophthalmology, and I think eye health is super important primarily because a lot of times systemic diseases can manifest in your eyes, and if you don't treat it right and prevent it, then you can end up losing your vision or decreasing your vision. So for example, if you have hypertension, high blood pressure, or diabetes, that can manifest itself in your retina. Just being able to see someone happier, you can instantly see the impact you have on their quality of life when you fix their vision. There's nothing else like it.
Pharmacists serve in so many different capacities. So yes, we work in the hospitals alongside the nurses and the doctors and the respiratory therapists, but we also work within the community. And when we're in the community, such as a Walgreens or a CVS, we're almost the most accessible healthcare professional. You have a lot of opportunities to develop lifelong personal relationships with your patients and be able to see them at their healthiest and then be able to help them if they're not so healthy. And I think that's very important. I have learned over the past year that there is no better learning than hands-on experience. And the University of Maryland School of Pharmacy does a wonderful job of giving us those skills and concepts needed to be able to really thrive in that environment. I had experience at the VA. I had a lot of experience dealing with the critically ill in intensive care units. And I think that's such a great opportunity that I received here.